What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share with you a more informal video and some of my favorite prompts that I created for journaling. This video is more so just going to be me talking, so if you want to stay around for that, welcome to it. I have several journal prompts to share with you. Actually, I have 10 of them, and this is one of my old journals. It says, "Some people dream of success while others wake up and work hard at it." And I just want to talk about how journaling has been such a huge part of me becoming who I am today and getting to where I am today, with filming YouTube videos and believing in my own creativity and doing all the things that I wanted to do. This video is not going to be too long because I'm a little tired from the weekend, and because the sun is going down. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I wanted to just make sure I got my video up for this Sunday and check in with myself and check in with you all. And I think that aside from the other 10 prompts, just checking in with yourself right now as we are in this strange transitional period and a confusing time, trying to make sure we're prioritizing everything that there is to prioritize and being all that there is that we want to be. Checking in with yourself is so important, and journaling is a great way to do so. So welcome to this video. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You know the deal. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below which journal prompt you're going to try or which one you love the most, and subscribe to the channel for future videos and wellness content and all the things for growth, because we're going to keep growing just like my plant is growing, as you can see it growing here in the background of my videos. So the first journal prompt that I have is really like one that I came up with when I was thinking about my own life and what I want from my life, and what I want that life to look like. And so the first one is, what does your dream life look like? Where is your present resistance to this life, and how can you confront it? Give that pause. Really think about what your dream life looks like. I've talked about some of these concepts of having a dream life and bringing your dream life into reality in some of my previous videos. I will link that up there for you. But yes, I think it's so important to really pause on, like, where are you resisting leaning in to the thing that it is that you really want, and what's getting in your way. The second journal prompt is, how can you take responsibility for your life overall, and how can you do this with attention to daily practices and habits? I've really had to focus on my own habits and what it is I'm doing with my time. I think the small habits are what really make the largest impact, even though we think that it's the large things that we do that culminate all that we are. It's really those little tiny habits and making little tiny shifts that really do add up in the end. The third one would be, what would your life look like if you kept all of your promises to yourself? That one's very difficult, and it's also that's a huge one to think on, because, I mean, they're all huge ones to think on, but it's difficult to want to keep all your promises to yourself, because sometimes you can't. Sometimes you cannot do the things that you promised yourself in the past, and sometimes the things you promised yourself at one point in your life don't necessarily apply to where you are in your life now, but I still think that it's good to wonder and good to pause on, what would it look like if you did keep all the promises to yourself? Like, say for example, you said you're gonna work out every day. Well, now we have a situation where working out every day in the gym isn't necessarily a possibility, but you can still work out at home. So how would you accommodate and how would you shift to keep that promise to yourself? And what exactly would it look like for you? Like, what is working out doing for you? What's your ultimate goal in doing so? Those are things to pause on. The fourth one is, where do you feel defeat in your life, and how could this defeat be a catalyst for growth? I think there's always opportunities for growth in any of the things that we're doing. And if we really step back and focus on that, we can see that there's a space being opened up in everything that's closing. Everything that is stopping allows a starting. And I think you have complete freedom, as I felt this morning when I woke up, complete freedom to just start anew in every single day. And if something has to go because it's no longer serving you, then release it. I've seen, for example, this plant, I've seen it drop so many leaves, and I've cried when they've dropped. I haven't really cried, but it's been sad because it was growing. But I've seen this plant drop so many leaves and then just grow like 10 times bigger. So I think we have to mirror that in our own lives to an extent of dropping the things that no longer serve us and continuing towards growth. Part of that can be defeat that looks like something that's ending, but again, is just another beginning. The next one is, how are you practicing patience with yourself? And what could you do to improve in your practice? I am horrible at this. I am not patient with anything. I am not patient with me. I am not patient with you. I'm not patient with nobody. But at the same time, I am working on it. I think I'm better than I used to be. And I think every day is progress, and that's all that really matters. I've had to be patient. I've had to be patient as I make this plant grow. I've also had to be patient as I make these videos, as I learn about YouTube, as I learn how to continue to market myself, to continue to market my product, to continue to interact with everyone online, to continue to just grow as a person and as an artist and a creative and a coach and everything else. I think that there's so much patience in that because all of it is a process. And not only is all of it a process, but I am the process myself. So I have to really just trust in myself and trust in the process, which are interwoven because they are one and the same. So there's that. That is my answer to that question. The next one is, how can the changing seasons support your growth? I know that we are all stuck inside right now for health reasons. We're safe inside right now. We're not necessarily stuck, and that's a positive. That's a beautiful thing. And I just wonder still, even on those moments where we can go outside, social distancing, we can go outside and still enjoy the weather and enjoy the changing seasons. It's a great time to just pause again and reflect on how could this moment of change and this moment of newness be a way to support the growth that it is that you're seeking. You clicked on this video because you want to grow in some capacity and you need some kind of thought process to help provoke that growth. So what could the changing seasons do for you to assist you in that growth, and what can they show you is a great thing to think on. It's my notebook, by the way. This is another journal, but it's a notebook. Same thing. The next one is, what could pause and taking a break do for your life? This kind of ties into the last one because we are in a worldwide state of pause, but I think that there's so much opportunity in that pause, and it should be seen as opportunity as opposed to seen as punishment. And I think, unfortunately, as I've mentioned in previous videos, for some people it is such a trying and difficult time because a lot of people are unemployed, and the world is going through a lot right now, and we're going through a lot individually and we're going through a lot collectively, but there's also a great moment of pause here as well, with all things considered. So what could pause and taking a break, what could that being forced to be inside and being forced to be with yourself do for you and for your life? And don't feel like you have to answer all of these questions in one sitting. It's possible, but it's also for the purpose of self-care. Maybe take them like one every week, one every day, if that's how fast you want to do it. Even if they take you the whole course of the year, like, don't rush through it. Really give yourself the attention and the care that you need in considering these questions for your own growth. The next one is, how are you connecting with yourself? I've been connecting with myself through my care for myself physically. I painted my nails. They don't look that great now because I wash dishes, but I painted my nails. I did my hair. That's not dry anymore. I've been really drinking a lot of tea, I've been meditating. I've had my yoga mat out. You see that in my last video where I was doing some home workouts. I've been stretching, I've been breathing, my posture is being fixed, and I've been correcting the things that I can correct, making sure as much as I water my plant, I water my me. So those are the things where I'm connecting with myself more right now, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Like, very grateful for the opportunity to just kind of step back from all of the noise and bring a stillness to myself in order to like touch base with me. And that's why I journal. That's why I think journaling is so important and so like critical for me. I don't know what I would do without my journal. And when I don't have my journal, I have my phone here, and I use a notepad in my phone like so often, like literally anything that comes in mind, I just put it down. I have like 800 notes in my iCloud. Sorry to my iCloud, but whatever. I need a place to put my thoughts and my process. And I also, fun fact, I journal with 2 pens. One is a blue pen because I journal through a stream of consciousness type journaling. And then the other journaling that I do is a prompted or quote journaling. I make sure I write down whatever I'm coming across throughout my life, or if I'm listening to podcasts or watching YouTube videos, if I come across something that I think I really resonate with, or that makes me think of something that's not just stream of consciousness thought, then that goes in my blue pen, and the other stuff goes in my black pen. So when I look back in my journals, similar to looking back in like something like this, I can go back and see what was I thinking about, sure, but I can also go back and see what are the key things that I'm highlighting, what were the things that I was telling myself. If I'm writing a letter to my future self, I would have written that in the blue pen because it's something that I want to like pick this up off the shelf. What's important? Yes, the stream of consciousness is important, but to look in my journal and see a quote that says like, you are already everything that you want to be, you are confident, you are taking the necessary steps towards, and I said this before, the life that you deserve to have, that's reaffirming. And to see it highlighted in a different color has been so helpful for me. So there's a tip for you from May, a tip for your journaling. Write in 2 different pens if you can stand it, because it does help pinpoint where those like key quotes are and those like major key, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Last one, I think that was 10. I'm not sure because my notes are messy. Is how are you going to lean into self-acceptance in this new month? And I know April 1st hasn't started yet. And this quarantine is making a fool out of all of us. And I'm corny for that, but that's fine. But think about like how you're going to lean into accepting yourself more in this time that you have to pause, and in this time that you have to step back and breathe and reflect, and just newness in all things, like a new season, a new month. Like, what are you going to do to accept yourself and really deal with yourself more throughout all of this? So there's that. I told you guys that this was going to be a very chill video, and that is exactly what it has been. I'm tired, so I am signing off for the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend. If you like me talking like this more, let me know. I like your thoughts. Let me know, give me feedback, whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you wake up and work hard at your success. Bye guys.